Hello everyone, it's Old Guardian here. We just got the patch notes for patch 24.2, which is supposed to be the big Battlegrounds patch, and there's a lot of Battlegrounds stuff of course, but there's also a little bit for Mercenaries. And when I say a little bit, I mean a little bit. Well, first of all, some good news. Mercy and its portraits can now be obtained through all normal methods. Mercy was the reward from the last rewards track, and when the rewards track changed, oh boy, if you missed it, you had no way to get Mercy, but now Mercy is available again, so that's a piece of good news. Then we also have some Mercenaries buffs. To be specific, 8 Mercenaries are getting buffed. But whether these buffs are important, well, let's see. First of all, we have King Crush. King Crush Apex Predator is not going to be speed 5 at all levels, so you can no longer leave your Apex Predator a little bit lower so that you could combo King Crush with something. As an upside, Apex Predator, new Apex Predator, attack the lowest health enemy minion, Death Blow gain plus 5 health and repeat this. So King Crush becomes a little bit more durable, it doesn't die as easily when it goes through enemies with that Apex Predator, but whether it has the attack to do so in any more difficult bounties, it just might not. And further buffs on this beast team, Rexa was already buffed earlier and now Animal Companion cooldown 0, so you can spam that Animal Companion with Rexa, and you can have Mama Bear's Claws as your equipment, give +4/+4 to all beasts that you summon, so maybe you can get some new beast things going. Also, Explosive Shot is going to be improved from 16 damage to an enemy, 8 to adjacent ones, to 20 to an enemy, 12 to adjacent ones. So in effect, Huntsman's Rifle is now incorporated into main Explosive Shot. And Huntsman's Rifle is also redesigned passive at the start of each turn. Deal 10 damage to all enemies if you summoned all 3 Animal Companions this game. But right now there is no way to summon more than 1 Animal Companion per turn, so that means that this would start at the start of turn 4. Mercenaries matches just don't really go that long, so yeah, that is not going to be a very useful piece of equipment. But Animal Companion buff, Explosive Shot buff, maybe there's something you can try to do with new beasts. We're also getting some holy buffs. I have been trying to get something new done with holy, with Tyrael, with Urel, but I just haven't been able to find anything new, that is, I mean, Anduin, Vel and Cornelius, it still works fine. But now we're getting Cariel. Crusader's Blow is now a holy ability. It will still not deal holy damage, but it's a holy ability. And Cornelius, Martial Mastery, now a holy ability. So a little bit more holy abilities for holy combos for use with other abilities that benefit from using holy. Like, let's say, Urel. Urel is getting a major health buff, plus 12 health, and Radiant Light, the ability that Urel can use to give herself a buff, and then give a buff to anyone who uses a holy ability. Speed is going down from 4 to 2. So now you can, for example, use Urel with Tyrion or with Cornelius, and you can get them a buff when they use their abilities, because Radiant Light can be used first. As a downside, Radiant Light has always buffed the character after the ability has been used. I don't know if that's going to be changed, it doesn't say. I don't think it's going to be changed. So, like, you attack and you get the health buff and the attack buff, but you get those after the attack, so it doesn't really help you that much. And Urel, interesting mercenary, I just haven't been able to make her work at all, but maybe with these buffs, maybe with the additional holy abilities, perhaps there is something. At least I will try again. But making new holy things work just hasn't seemed very easy so far. Then we also have a Deathwing buff, where Heart of the Unliving, the cleave effect, is now being incorporated into Claws of Terror. So Claws of Terror, attack an enemy, if it was damaged this turn, deal 8 damage to it and its neighbors. And Heart of Unliving no longer gives cleave, just increases the damage. If it was damaged this turn, but yeah, that has been a difficult condition to fulfill already until now, and I just don't see how this makes Deathwing that much stronger. Then we have another minor buff to a Naga, Phantom Lord Karatrash, Cataclysmic Bolt, from dealing 20 damage to the lowest health enemy to dealing 22 damage to the lowest health enemy. I don't think this will make Karatrash any more playable. But then we have one major buff, which is Blink Fox. Max stats from 1184 to 1492. Pretty big Blinkfox buff and Arcane Fling. From deal 13, if it has not acted yet, deal 18, to deal 17, if it has not acted yet, deal 22. So pretty huge buffs to Blinkfox. I'm also a little bit scared now of meeting Blinkfox when I'm climbing bounties, because Blinkfox is already one of the most annoying mercenaries to meet when you're climbing a bounty, and now it's going to be bigger, it's going to deal tons of damage with the Arcane Fling. So yeah, PvE is being made more difficult with the Mercs buff, I think. But anyway, Blinkfox looking really interesting. I really look forward to trying to figure out something with Arcane. I'm also going to try to figure out something with Holy, but that seems pretty difficult. Something with Beasts also seems pretty difficult. I'm not sure if those buffs are really going to allow Holy or Beast to have anything new for PvE. Deathwing, Karathras, I don't see those doing anything for PvE. And those were all the Mercenaries buffs. So Merc is going to be available now, 8 Mercenaries are buffed, and that is it. There is no new event coming. No new event in 24.2, which means that we can't get an event until 24.4 at the earliest, and the buffs weren't that much, there's no new bounties. One more month before the next Mercs big moment. Blizzard was not kidding when they said that they want to focus Merc stuff so that you get a bunch of new stuff every 4 months and pretty much nothing in between. This is the nothing in between. So yeah, they are really not giving us much, like, hey, we're trying to keep this mode alive for you guys here. But it is what it is. Thank you for watching. Click like and subscribe if you enjoyed this, and a special thanks to all of my Patreon supporters, YouTube members and Twitch subscribers who make all of these videos possible.